No matter how early you wake up, how much you get done, how full your day looks on paper, there's this quiet feeling that follows you around. You're still behind. Behind people your age. Behind the version of yourself you thought you'd be by now. Behind timelines you never consciously agreed to, but somehow feel judged by anyway. You scroll and it confirms the fear. Someone is launching something. Someone is traveling. Someone is finally where they want to be. And even when you close the app, the comparison doesn't disappear. It just moves inside your head. So you speed up. You optimize. You plan harder. You tell yourself, once I catch up, I'll relax. But catching up never comes. Because the finish line keeps moving. You cross one goal off the list and immediately notice 5 more things you haven't done yet. You achieve something meaningful, and instead of celebrating, your brain asks, okay, but what's next? There's no pause. No moment where you're allowed to feel complete, just a constant sense of being late to your own life. And the strangest part? Objectively, you're doing fine. You're showing up. You're surviving things you never thought you'd have to. You're carrying responsibilities people don't see. But none of that seems to count because it doesn't look impressive enough. It doesn't translate into a milestone. It doesn't silence the internal clock that keeps telling you time is running out. So rest feels irresponsible. Joy feels premature. Stillness feels like falling further behind. You start living in preparation mode, always getting ready for the real moment, the real version of life, the one where you'll finally feel caught up and settled. But life keeps happening while you're preparing. Moments pass quietly, days blur together. And one day you realize you've been so focused on not falling behind that you forgot to notice where you actually are. Here's the truth we rarely hear. Feeling behind doesn't mean you are behind. It often means you're measuring your life with someone else's ruler. It means you're comparing internal effort to external highlights. It means you're expecting linear progress from a life that was never designed to move in a straight line. Growth doesn't announce itself loudly. Healing doesn't come with time stamps. Survival doesn't always look like success, but it still counts. Some seasons are for building. Some are for maintaining. Some are for resting and not falling apart. And none of them are wasted. You are not late. You are not failing. You are not behind schedule. You are simply in a chapter that doesn't photograph well, doesn't impress strangers, and doesn't give instant reassurance. But it's still yours. And it's still valid. You don't need to catch up to be worthy of peace. You don't need to be ahead to deserve rest. You don't need to prove progress every day for your life to be meaningful. Sometimes the most important thing you can do is stop running toward an imaginary deadline and let yourself exist where your feet already are. Not everything that matters can be rushed. Not everything that counts can be measured. And not every pause means you're falling behind. Sometimes it just means you're human.